Hey everyone, what's up? 412 Sports Cards here today, back with another video, and today we're going to be giving you a Sidney Crosby market update. So, I've spent a lot of time talking on the channel about Sidney Crosby. It's been what I've been into PCing recently, so I've talked a lot about it. But I wanted to cover 3 specific sales in this video to not only give you a flavor of kind of what his market's looking like to help put my other videos in better context, but also some market dynamics occurring at the high end that I think are pretty applicable and can be used to help us all out in how we think about all high-end card purchases. So, 3 cards we're going to talk about today: a PMG Green, a first PMG Green, a Ultimate Collection Rookie Auto out of $2.99, and a Future Watch out of $9.99 PSA 10. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. So, what are these cards? And I'll pull them up on the screen here, some pictures of them to show you. The PMG. It's a Fleer Retro from 2012, first PMG, green, out of 10. And all these auctions, I believe, ended in, I forgot to write down the date, but I believe it was in the middle of July, something like July, like either 15th or 25th. I think it might have been the 25th. But that PMG, first PMG green, PSA 6, sold for $14,810. This was crazy to me, considering that a red PMG goes for sub 1,000, and that's the out of 100. Or I guess it's in the 90s PMGs, it should have been out of 90 for a red and out of 10 for the green. But I think in these new ones, it's out of 100 for the red and out of 10 for the green. But massive, massive sale. I was thinking that I could maybe be a player for it at 2 to 3 if I sold a bunch of stuff. I was thinking I could maybe, but I was sadly mistaken once I looked at comps, because I didn't think it would go for that much over the red, but lo and behold, it went for a ton over the red. I mean, that's over 10x the red, which I think is insane. But anyways, next one up here, Ultimate Collection Auto PSA 10. This is a premium set from Crosby's rookie year. It's true rookie auto from the set. It's not one of the horizontal ones. It's the true vertical. Out of $2.99, PSA 10. Sold for $12,778. That's a really strong sale. I mean, especially when you look at it in comparison to something like this, like compared to this RPA, I mean, that's a very strong sale. A lot more than this RPA is, which, I don't know, I think is saying something. And then the Future Watch out of $9.99, which is just so iconic in hockey, that Future Watch set. So keep in mind, this is over triple the print run of the Ultimate Collection from a set that you could argue is less premium, although it is an iconic. It's kind of like Contenders, I guess, in football, right? It's like a less premium set than like NT or than Immaculate, but the autos go for a ton. That's kind of how it is with these Future Watches in hockey. But out of $9.99, PSA 10 Future Watch sold for $20,000. It's insane. That is insane, insane money. And yeah, so we'll talk about these more. Some takeaways from all of this, specific to Crosby first, and then higher end in general. But yeah, if you don't mind dropping a like, dropping a sub, if you like my content, if you just want to support me in that way, I appreciate it. And keep those likes coming, you guys. I'm trying to get back to being more consistent, and I appreciate your help in getting me some more views. So, conclusion is here. The spillover from basketball sets into other sports is so real. So that PMG that we talked about was a first PMG, but it's from 2012, which is way, way, way after the 1996 basketball ones. And there are PMGs every year in hockey. Like, he has 2013. I don't know actually if it's every year, but there's definitely 2013, and there definitely are more recent ones. The more recent ones don't even look like old PMGs. But there are tons of extra parallels too, but yet that first PMG is still worth a ton. So buying sets that are popular in basketball and other sports, if they exist, definitely is a play. I think this was the proof of that. I was shocked, especially rarity in those. I was shocked by how much it went for. Next up, I guess, is just how much it matters to, buy iconic stuff. And this plays a little bit into something I was listening to a podcast on, Lucas Tigers Bronze. I forget who they talked to. I think they talked to maybe it was to Ken Golden, or maybe it was to Ezra, I think is the guy who's in charge of only alt. but they were talking about how the supply side is so overhyped in sports cards, and people say too much about the supply. Well, this is the population. Well, there are less of these than there are of that, but people forget the demand is really what drives everything. I mean, that is why that Future Watch went for so much more than the Ultimate Collection, despite being higher pop. Despite being a card that has a higher print run, is less condition sensitive by the looks of it with white borders. I mean, I myself have fallen victim to this. I've looked at pop and I've said, well, there aren't that many of those. It must be a good buy. It must be a good value. Well, demand is what matters most, because demand is what people are usually, it's the buying factor. It's the factor that factors in how much people want to buy your stuff. Demand is, dare I say, undervalued in today's card market, and I think that's something that we all need to be thinking about more when we're buying. You got to buy what other people want if you want to do well in terms of investing in cards, as Ken Golden put it. So that's kind of where I'm at on the iconic, and also just there's serious money in alternative sports. All these ran on the same night, mind you, so it's not like they all ran on different nights. Like, someone could have spent all their money and said, I'm only going to buy one, and they may have, had they been on different nights, been able to bid on more of these. But there's serious money in this. Even versus LeBron, the amount of money in this is like insane if you think about it. So a BGS 9.5 Ultimate Collection LeBron rookie auto out of 250 is worth about 115K. So the Ultimate Collection Crosby PSA 10 did 10% of that. And the PSA 10 SP Authentic LeBron rookie out of 500 is worth about 105K, which is only about 5x the Crosby. Now, the SP Authentic autos in hockey are a lot more iconic, but still, that should, when we're comparing it to LeBron, Crosby to LeBron for the same type of stuff, it should just show you don't need to read too much into the minutia. Just know there's a ton of money at the higher end of these alternative sports, which makes me wonder if we'll ever see a trickle down. I'm not overly confident in that, but it's definitely something to be thinking about. It's definitely something to take note of. So, while the drop-off to lesser rookies is pretty steep in hockey, as you move down, we look at some of the second-year Crosby patch autos go for so much less than a second-year LeBron patch auto would go for. So much less. But the massive sales on this high end are still super cool to take note of. It's really interesting to see that much activity in the higher end of the hockey market. I don't know. Makes me wonder. I'm not personally interested in it. Makes you wonder about stuff like UFC that's popular too. Will those cards ever gain traction and be able to consistently achieve prices like this long after the sets have been released? I don't know. The fact that it's worked in hockey, which is, I really enjoy hockey, but is not huge in the United States, is definitely something to take note of. Anyways, I think I'm going to wrap it there. If you guys got any questions, any comments, drop them in the comments section. Requests for new videos, always up for that. Hopefully might be getting a mail day video soon. Also maybe an investing challenge. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next time.